Hi everyone, it's me again, Nathan Hall, for the ELL class. Today's lesson we're going to talk about paraphrasing. This is one of the writing skills we have to develop. So real quickly, what we're going to do here is look at some texts, figure out what they're talking about. We're going to talk about what paraphrasing is, why it's different than summarizing, and you'll also practice using your own words. Let's jump right in. What is paraphrasing? When you paraphrase someone else's ideas in a sentence or a paragraph, but here's the important part. Put it in your own words. So you rewrite it with new words. I know that can be scary. Lots of words in English. As we said, 500,000. Nice thing about having so many words is lots of words mean the same thing. Bad thing is no one knows all those words. But that's okay. There is a way to learn them. That's what we'll talk about. But teachers don't want you to just copy and paste things. They hate when you do that. They prefer it if you they want to be sure you understand. So you have to rewrite it and new words, like I did just there. And one thing too, this won't be an issue for my classes when you have the information right there, but later on, when you go to college, when you start doing research papers, if you do paraphrase, say where you got the information from. Say the source of your idea. So, let's see, don't just copy. I cannot say that too many times. If you notice, I kind of paraphrase my definition here. You read a small thing, use your own words. And teachers, we want to see this because we want to know that you understand it. So, moving to the next one. Okay, let's take a look at this. This is from Mr. Manser's digital literacy class. Digital natives are constantly connected. They have plenty of friends in real space and the virtual world. Indeed, a growing collection of friends they keep account of, often for the rest of the world to see, and their online social networks. Okay, first of all, this one is a neat example of how you show your source. That's usually looks much smaller as a footnote, but it's kind of hard to do. So we'll just ignore everything after that. And I personally read this. I thought it was kind of hard to read. So I thought, well, I'll paraphrase it for you guys. So digital natives constantly connected. I said always on their computer. They're called digital natives. I can't change that. I could call Desiree that girl, but she's still Desiree. I could call Alfredo that boy. He's still Alfredo. I can't really change that at all. But here where you said, let's see. Plenty of instead of connected, I said on computers. See? On their computers. He said plenty, I said lots of. When you paraphrase, don't be afraid to use a simpler word. In fact, it's great to do that. Remember, we're looking for how well you understand it. If you can make something easier to read, very useful skill. Do it. Very good. So he said virtual worlds. Yeah, they're virtual worlds. I said internet. Why not? Virtual worlds? Geez, that just sounds fancy. The internet's what it is. So I made a few more changes. I think at this point you get an idea of what we're talking about here. Wrong one there. Okay. So you want to keep the idea in there, and this is the part where we look for something new and interesting. We are going to try using, did I not have that open in this window? No, I opened it in this window, excuse me. A thesaurus. A thesaurus is great because, I'm going to shrink it down so it fits a little easier. Here we are, a thesaurus. The neat thing about thesaurus, I can put any word at all in here. Let's try hungry. You can tell where my mind is right now. Hey, look. Starving, desirous, could eat a horse, empty, craving. Okay, I wasn't joking. What the heck just happened? Sorry about that. Okay. Hoggish, piggish, rapacious. I've never heard some of these words. Never heard audacious. But eager, greedy, ravenous. You get some synonyms for a word. Let's try, what's a good one? I know some people are still in Puerto Rico. So let's try hot, boiling, heated, humid, scorching. Ooh, that's a good one. Scorching. So hot it feels like it's burning. Sultry. Makes you sweat. Makes you feel a little wet. White. It's more like white heat. That is more of a color. But sometimes if you click on a word, you can find out what it means, get an idea. It's a great way to learn some new words as well. So, in fact, in our assignment for this, I will make the thesaurus available. Here we go. Now back to the PowerPoint. So, a thesaurus is like a dictionary, except it gives you new words. So, don't change names. Like I said, a digital native will always be a digital native. So, United States, still the United States. Puerto Rico, you can call it that island. Oh, geez, there's an island to the left of Puerto Rico. Islands to the right of Puerto Rico. Not real clear. Don't be afraid to call Puerto Rico Puerto Rico if you're talking about Puerto Rico. And in a research paper, this won't be a big deal for my assignments, but for others, say where you got it from. So here's an example. This is the kind of thing you have to do in the upcoming assignment. More than half, well, more than half is also a majority, of the women who went, a one-day meeting, conference, okay, whatever, making a change, were in business with their esposo, husband. See, I'm not kidding about English having lots of repetitious words. We do. So the point is the same. The word's different. That's how you paraphrase. So you will have to do an activity down below on the Moodle page on this. I'll add some dictionaries, and I think thesaurus is the right plural. It's a little weird. So you can change words, try new words. If you don't know what a word means, good time to practice looking it up. Good time to practice learning it. I'll include a Spanish dictionary too, just in case you want to learn in Spanish as well. Any questions? Let me know. We will go over this in our live sessions. Adios, everybody.